Take a second and think of your first impression of me. Did you catch yourself judging me? Possibly thinking I'm dressed a little too sexy or provocative, especially for a TEDx talk. In the moments it took me to change my appearance, I didn't change who I am. Did my IQ go up 50 points? Did I become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company? No. But did your perception of me change? We often turn to judgment for any number of reasons. Let's find what may be hidden beneath those judgments. In this talk, we're going to dive deeper into shame and judgment, explore how they're tied with hidden desire, and ultimately, how mastering it will unlock self-confidence. 8 years ago, at my dance studio, I caught myself silently judging a woman as she danced around a pole in 8-inch heels, moving her hips slowly while putting on a bold and provocative performance for social media. I thought to myself, is her husband not giving her enough attention at home? Whew. Although I'm not proud of that moment, it made me wonder where that thought came from. I realized I was projecting my own fears onto her, and that moment was a pivotal point in my life where I began questioning everything. I grew up in a small town in Utah with a population of 13,000. Everyone goes to church every Sunday. There are no bars, not one. And the definition of a wild night is going to the local drive-thru and trying a new soda flavor. Yes, that's a real thing. My mom always encouraged me to be my bubbly, extra self as a kid. But when I went out into society, something inside me felt off, like my sparkly lime green pants were somehow wrong. The awkward looks and passive comments made me feel like I was too much, too extra, too bold. As I started wearing makeup and liking boys, I felt like I had to hide my true self in order to feel accepted or loved, especially by some of my friends and family members. It got so bad, I had 2 Facebook accounts, one that conformed and one that was authentic to me. It felt like I was living a double life. I wasn't alone. Teens and adolescents feel ashamed up to 5 times more than adults, according to Brené Brown's study on shame. One of the moments I felt most judged was when I was told, go wipe off that lipstick and think about who you want to become. It became clear to me, women can't be sexy and successful. Years later, I realized I was raised in a world filled with shame and judgment, with shame being the powerful leader and judgment its spokesperson. They almost always go hand in hand, like inseparable best friends. We often judge others the way we were judged, and judgment is often how we express shame. It doesn't feel good to have it, so we end up tossing it to someone else like a hot potato. If I were to ask you, do you carry shame? Most of you would say no. But consider that you do, and you've just pushed it into the shadows. You see, we're ashamed of our shame, so we deny it. Shame is the impulse to hide something, and we all know we like to hide. We secretly hide from the judgment of others, from the fear of not being good enough, pretty enough, strong enough, or smart enough. According to Psychology of Shame by Gershen Kaufman, shame can be a source of low self-esteem, poor body image, or diminished self-confidence. It can also play a significant role in damaging an individual's sense of self. In other words, it affects every aspect of a person's life. So what do we do with it? Shame thrives and expands in the darkness, but when we bring it to light, it disintegrates and holds less power over us. Going back to that woman at my dance studio, I was supposed to disapprove of her dancing, but I found myself admiring her freedom. Reflecting on this, I was projecting my own shame onto her, causing me to see her as flawed or unworthy. As I thought about this vicious cycle, I asked myself, what is the possibility she has something that I desire? Yes, I desired to own my power and feel confident in my own skin. These moments challenged the beliefs I was brought up with and made me feel like a level of self-expression was acceptable, and I deeply needed it. I desired to show my sexy side, my passion for dancing, and talk about taboo topics. Today, I love helping people break out of shame, own their confidence, and have better sex. And who doesn't like to have better sex? I've found my purpose and mission in life and the confidence to go for it. It's why I'm on this stage right now, encouraging you to shine your light, share your self-expression, and grow your confidence. One of the proudest moments was after helping a woman. She deeply struggled with shame and trauma, and she disconnected from her body after years of objectification. Shame is like an onion. You have to peel back the layers to get to the root cause. After working through her layers, she was able to reconnect to her feminine energy, feel safe in her body, and she now has a deep and fulfilling relationship with someone she loves. As I think back to that woman dancing in 8-inch heels, I now work on breaking that cycle of shame and judgment, which leads to more self-expression. I challenge you, the next time you catch yourself judging or shaming others, ask yourself why. Do they have a trait or quality or something that you desire? Next, bring that hidden desire out into the light and watch how your life transforms. This one simple shift holds the power to create an enormous global impact. Thank you.